जा बाबा के अंतर द्वार, उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे
बाबा की याद में भोग लगाने के लिए जब बैठी तो बाबा ने वतन में बुलाया। तो बाबा ने दृष्टि, बहुत प्रेम से दृष्टि दी सभी को, और दृष्टि देते हुए फिर मैंने कहा बाबा भोग लाई हूँ, और अभी तक आपके लिए तो है, परिशुद्ध आदि के निमित्त भी है। तो बाबा मुस्कुरा रहे थे। फिर 2 मिनट के बाद, 1-2 मिनट के बाद बाबा ने अपने दोनों हाथों से सभी के सिर पर, जैसे दोनों तरफ से हाथ रखते हुए, ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे हाथ घुमाते हैं ऐसे सबको, बाबा ने कहा बच्चे सभी अथक सेवाधारी हैं, पर बाबा की लाइट माइट बच्चों को मिलती ही रहेगी, और उस लाइट माइट के आधार से जो पूरे सहयोगी हैं उनको शक्ति मिलेगी, और वो अंत तक बाबा के कार्य में मददगार रहेंगे। फिर उसके बाबा ने कहा कि देखो, हर एक आत्मा विशेष है, हर बच्चा, नहीं तो बाबा क्यों चुनता, और हर एक में विशेषताएं हैं। तो फिर बाबा दृष्टि देके कहने लगे, हाँ, बाबा तो हर एक की विशेषता को पहचानता है। जिस घड़ी से बच्चा जन्म लेता है बाबा जानता है कि इसकी ये विशेषता है और इसका ये पार्ट है, परंतु हर एक बच्चा अपनी विशेषता को, कोई तो एकदम समझ लेते हैं, और कई किसी भी कारण से अपनी विशेषता को नहीं समझ पाते। तो नहीं समझ पाते तो एक तो उस विशेषता के समान में रहना, दूसरा जैसे वो हमेशा अपने को बाबा के बहुत समीप समझेंगे, ऐसे समझेंगे जैसे मैं बाबा की एक भुजा हूँ। तो शरीर की जो भुजा होती है वो कितना नजदीक होती है ना, और सबसे पहले भुजा ही उठती है कुछ भी करना होता है। तो जैसे जो ऐसे समीप है सभी भुजा के समान, जो अपने को विशेष समझते हैं, तो उनका हमेशा हाथ उठता है सेवा के लिए। जैसे कुछ भी करना होता है तो हाथ उठता है ना, ऐसे उनके मन में संकल्प आता है कि मैं करूं, मैं हाजिर हूँ। तो इस तरह से वो पूरे सहयोगी बन जाते हैं। तो सदा याद रखो कि बाबा की लाइट माइट है, बाबा के मददगार हैं, तो बाबा हर तरह से बच्चों को शक्ति दे करके ईश्वरी कार्य को संपन्न कराते रहते हैं। ईशु दादी को भोग स्वीकार कराते हुए बाबा ने ईशु दादी को कहा कि देखो, इस बच्ची ने पहले दिन से, जब बाबा ने उसको जो भी सेवा दी, मुरली लिखने की, पत्र पढ़ के सुनाने की, पत्र लिखने की, तो उसने समझ लिया कि मेरा पाठ विशेष है। तो वो जैसे अपने सम्मान में शुरू से रही, और अपने पाठ को समझ के, नहीं तो कभी-कभी कई परीक्षाएं आती हैं, तो कई आत्माओं के मन में आता है कि शायद मेरे को इस पाठ के कारण ये है, मैं नहीं करूं। उसको कभी भी ऐसा संकल्प नहीं आया। उसने पाठ को समझा, और गुप्त तरीके से, प्रत्यक्ष तरीके से, हर तरीके से वो अपना पाठ अच्छी तरह बजाती रही। फिर बाबा ने सभी बच्चों को बहुत-बहुत, आज तो मुबारक का है ना, बाबा ने सबको याद प्यार दी, और खुशियों से भरपूर रहो ऐसी मुबारक दी। In remembrance of Baba, went to offer bhog to Baba, and while I was with Baba offering bhog, Baba gave drishti, and then with both hands he put on our head on both sides, as if Baba is giving us light and might. And then Baba said, children, be tireless. Baba's light and might will help you to be helpers until the end, until the Baba's task is accomplished. So then Baba said that as soon as child is born, spiritually, every Baba's child is a special soul, a special child. And Baba from that moment knows the specialities of that child. But children understand their speciality number wise. So they take time to understand and stay in self respect of their speciality, and based on that play their part. Some take time, or some because of certain circumstances, any kind of circumstances, they're not able to keep to their awareness of speciality. I am Baba's special child. These are my specialities. And I am Baba's arm, no, very near to Baba. Any task which has to be done, first we lift the arm. So Baba said then, anytime there is any task, in their mind there will be thought, yes, I will do it. So they are very, very near. And then Baba said Ishu Dadi had speciality. She recognized her part. So she was never affected by whatever situations came. No, sometimes many other souls try to think that why they can't do it, or certain subtle comparison comes, but she never gave up and consistently played her part, whether of writing Murli or letters or taking care of Baba's Bandara. Whatever responsibilities she was given in Yagya, she really took care of them with a lot of like proper self-respect and got them accomplished. So Baba will keep giving you all light and might so that you can tirelessly keep doing Baba's task and get it accomplished. Baba gave lots of love to everyone. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's step 15. The story of immortality. The living creation of the human world tree. Planting the new sapling. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi, and today it's Saturday. So just to remind all of you that after our journey and sharing, we will have Brother Eric with us for chit chat. So stay with us. Om Shanti. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. As eternal traveler, I played my part, and now I know that I have to prepare to return home, but also I have to prepare to ordain my part, which I will play starting from Golden Age, then in Silver Age, Copper Age, Iron Age. But now at Confluence Age, I have very, very special part. Of course, recognition that I am also master seed with the Creator, Baba as seed. But also, we are the sapling. I am part of the sapling. When that thought comes in the mind, then that means from all the old, uh, Baba has this, us as children, as new human sapling. That means that the trunk has to emerge from this sapling. So, whatever are the qualities of the trunk, and those qualities are for 2 ages. because branches don't begin until the beginning of Copper Age. So Golden Age and Silver Age, only one trunk, with everything one religion, one language, one family, love and harmony. So Baba comes and when makes us aware that we are the sapling. So sapling will have two things to do. One is bringing the eternal qualities of the soul consciousness as a seed, but then original qualities, deity qualities as a sapling. Because the tree that grows from the sapling, right? So tree is the sapling is of deity, trunk is of deity religion, right? So at confluence age, at this time, in this birth, I have to cultivate, I have to inculcate, become the embodiment of all divine virtues and remind myself that I am part of the sapling. So when you have this whole thought, I am the part of the sapling, and this sapling will change into a big trunk, and there will be complete uh, perfection of the souls, harmony of the nature, harmonious relationships, everything in Golden Age and Silver Age. So we are preparing ourselves, settling, coming into eternal self to return home, but also preparing ourselves as sapling for the new world, the trunk of deity religion. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now let's begin our journey and would like to invite our two angels, and then we will have Brother Eric with us. So welcome.
Step number 15, planting the new sapling.
I have come to understand that as the centuries have passed, the branches of this human world tree have continued to grow. And those who were once the roots and the trunk of the new tree have become degraded and confused. Now, at the end of the Iron Age, the tree is groaning under the immense weight of these many branches, and the world is heavy with the vestiges of Ravan, the greed for material things, the lust for people and property, and wars, many of them lasting for many generations. The natural world is spent, exhausted from being overused and exploited. Now the tree is so old and weak that it is vulnerable to the forces of nature. I understand why the Father is saying that a new tree must now be planted.
Everyone is looking for something new in the world. The Father is now planting the sapling once again. The Father comes here and starts the tree anew. Those who will be the first souls in the new world are now sitting here under the old tree in order to plant the sapling of the new tree. That is, to plant the sapling of the original eternal deity religion. These souls are now studying Raja Yoga and beginning the practice of intense remembrance of the Father, the seed. They are filling the apron of their intellect with the imperishable jewels of knowledge, which they will store within themselves as sanskaras. Everything is in their intellect, exactly as it is in the Father's intellect. This is why I am called the seed of the human world tree. And this is why they are called master seeds. Master seeds means they are helpers of the seed. These matters have to be understood. The seed of the tree gives a very good explanation. My children have to become the highest on high, and this is why the 5 vices have to be burned. If you are going to help the seed establish the new human world tree, remove the darkness of the vices from the intellect with the fire of remembrance of the Father.
My father is looking at the sapling of the new tree. He is telling me that I should consider myself to be the sapling. It seems right that when the old tree is diseased and completely decayed, the new tree planting ceremony has to take place through those who become the images of support in the Father's task. It is humbling to consider that I am part of the roots, that is, one who becomes the foundation of the new tree.
All souls have to return home to their own section in the incorporeal tree of souls. Those who belong to the original eternal deity religion will return to their section. The souls who belong to the Christian religion will return to their Christian section. Whichever religion souls belong to, they will return to that particular religion. All of those who have been converted into other religions will return to their original religion. Every soul plays its own individual role, and then, when they all return home, each soul goes to its own particular section. The Father does not send anyone into a religion. The soul's role is played automatically according to the part latent in that soul. In the home, there is a tree of souls, and the eternal religion of all souls is peace. The eternal relationship is of brotherhood, and the eternal connection is a spiritual family.
I look thoughtfully at the banyan tree above me and thank my father, my teacher, for this amazing story. I have never before considered the mystery of the unfolding story of the human world. And I find it more wondrous than I had thought possible.
So we'd like to invite Sister Monica from Mexico. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, good evening.
Shanti, Om Shanti.
Welcome. And so Monica, many souls, they're so firm in their beliefs because we know that that's the part that's latent within them. That if they're born Christian or that they've come from a Buddhist tradition or whatever, they're very strong in those beliefs because we know that's their experience of truth. And as it is for us, that when we come to Baba, that we become very firm in our belief because we know that this is our truth. And that this part of being the Brahmin is also a part that's been latent within us. So it's very natural for us to be that way. So what do you think the difference is between someone who finds their truth on one of the branches and those of us who find our truth, when we come and we come to know Baba as truth?
I think that on the one hand, the knowledge we have comes directly from the source, from Baba. And in the case of the branches, their experience of truth comes from the preceptors or sages or holy men. Then in that case, their source is a human being, but not the seed. And in the other hand, we are very fortunate that Baba explains everything to us from different angles so that we can understand and experience the totality of everything. For example, purity. And the souls in the branches also value and worship purity, but because they don't have the full perspective of purity, their foundation is based on a limited experience of that purity. Mm-hmm. Then that is a base for their beliefs. And that is the foundation that they need for the part they have to play, because they don't have to play a part for 5,000 years like us, no? It's a shorter part in the cycle.
Yeah, this is so true, and you explained that so clearly. Now this is your the third night that you've been with us. So you've helped us think through and reflect on the three lessons. And I'm wondering if you could share with us, what has that experience been like for you, and how has it increased or helped, maybe not increased, but some way helped you to go deeper into this lesson on the seed and the tree?
It made me connect again with that moment when I took knowledge, when I reach again the center, BK Center, and how I feel the light and the magic of knowledge that Baba gave us. Of course, the meeting with Baba, because in that moment I experienced again innocence, and it was magic because all my waste of that time finished like a magic, no? Because Baba answers all my questions. So I connect again with that moment, with that special moment.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Shanti.
Yes, thank you so much, Sister Monica. It's been very beautiful. Your explanations have been very beautiful and very clear. So I've really enjoyed having you here. And so now it's time for our quest. And so first of all, our godly dawn at Amrit Vela. I, the soul, am a master seed, a helper of God, the seed. I, the soul, am a master seed, a helper of God, the seed. And as we travel through our day tomorrow, I fill my intellect with the imperishable jewels of knowledge and store them within me as sanskaras for the new sapling. So I fill my intellect with the imperishable jewels of knowledge and store them within me as sanskaras for the new sapling. Beautiful practice. And for our night reflection, our chart in the evening, the eternal religion of all souls is peace. The eternal relationship is of brotherhood. And the eternal connection is of a spiritual family. Have you recognized that this is who you are? What feelings and or experiences do you have when you think about this? And again, you can write this down in 8 words to describe your experience, or you can draw one word with a picture around it, illumination that describes your feelings. So enjoy your day tomorrow, the last day when we reflect on the tree of humanity and God as the seed. Om Shanti.
Thank you, angels, sisters, and especially Sister Monica. It was nice having you for 3 days. And also thank you to Sister Julia and Sister Rita. And now it's time for our Avyakti Journey Chit Chat. So welcome to Avyakti Journey Chit Chat. Avyakti Parivar Chit Chat, sharing from the heart that touches the heart. So I'd like to invite our dear brother Eric. Welcome.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti, dearest Mohini Didi, and happy to join you again, once again. And I thought we could have a chit-chat in a tree, Sister Mohini. We can stay in the tree for a while and feel how it is to be in the tree and have a little chit-chat. I was wondering what you do with these images that Baba shares sometimes when he says, for example, all the souls will return in their own section in the soul world, and the tree will be upside down and Baba is at the top. Is this going to be really what we feel when we walk in soul world and say, oh, the tree is upside down? Where are we? Are we going to get a little note like when we go to Baba's meeting, where is our seat? And so what do you do with these images? How do you use them? The tree with this incorporeal tree that we show upside down with everyone in their sections.
Baba says inverted tree because Baba is the seed is in Paramdham, and so generally the seed is in the ground, right? But Baba as a seed is above, and the humanity world family of the souls is all in the corporeal, right? And they come and they play their part. And the way it is shown actually is Baba makes it very clear that whatever religions people now believe, maybe some are converted from one to another, but they really originally belong to that section or that religion. So they will remain there, right? Only difference will be towards the end. There will be more recognition of purity, peace, their original truth. They will be more reminded of that, but they will stay there. So, when we draw a picture or create an illustration or a model, it looks little artificial, like as if something is hanging but actually it won't be like that. It's not. Sometimes I joke these days, what is created looks like a chandelier, with some sparkling stars. But as far as I understand, it will be quite a unlimited space. But Baba explains it, and we are the ones then who create, images, illustrations, and we put it like that. But it won't look like you go and see a tree, but it's really like, seat definitely is above. And then Baba says everyone has their own seat. Otherwise, it's very interesting that each one of us go and sit wherever our seat is. It's not fixed, but everyone has different sections, and very naturally, because their purity, their sanskars, they go and they just sit in their own sections.
But since we won't have eyes to see anything in the soul world, is this part of divine visions, or is it something that have you ever saw have you ever had this experience of the soul world where the lights are there, or Baba is there as a light, and all the brothers and sisters are sitting in their sections, or is that part of divine visions? I think Mohini Didi went to check to maybe take a picture.
So actually, in subtle regions, how do I see? Not with these eyes, right? Because soul has the capacity. It's not that when soul is in the matter of five elements, needs body to see things, to hear things. But let's say when soul is in subtle regions, has different capacity to listen, to see. But same is in when you arrive in incorporeal world, you will be pulled, and you will be in your own space, own slot. And I don't think we can compare. I need to see that slot. Same is the big question comes that how do I just come to corporeal world? Do Baba tell me now your time to go? Baba says, no, I don't do. So then there is a pull from the last I went from here, the sanskar I took. So there will be pull at the right moment and soul comes in the body. Even now, like when the soul leaves body, where soul has to go, in which body? So soul is not seeing, but soul will make it there, right? Leaves one body, it should be immediate, but after 12 days or whatever days, soul goes in the right womb, right? It never will happen that you'll end up into the wrong womb and with wrong parents. So I think we have to believe in this energy, the power, the consciousness, which is within the soul. Even, with body, soul does actions and uses sense organs. But when soul is not in the body, there is consciousness, there is awareness, and it's very deeply connected with our part and sanskars. So it still functions. No? I think we need little bit more subtle intellect to understand. Then you start seeing that it's not only what I do is through the body, but lot is done in the subtle way too. So that's why when Baba talks about Mansa Seva, Now a thought is traveling, yeah, right? Reaches to a person, can provide healing, can provide love, can, many different kinds of experiences people have when we do Mansa Seva. So the capacity of the soul being light and might, it has that, and consciousness, I think, operates in a very, very different way.
I agree that it takes a
Yeah.
lot of subtle intellect. And the reason I was thinking of this is, because if we want to serve the tree, if we are to be part of the sapling and co-responsible for the tree also, recently I was reflecting on, am I really consciously aware that Baba as a soul, supreme soul, is really, he's having a big project, he's working on a very, very big project. And I was wondering if I'm really heartfully cooperating with a sense, oh, Baba, what are you doing? You're changing the world. Okay, well, can I help? I really want to help you. What can I do to help? And if, this image when Baba says all the souls go in their own section means they're really together. They won't change their feelings, their thoughts, their belief. And I'm wondering about Baba, and then I'll come to serving the other souls later, but about Baba, if we come naturally without him telling us to come, for him, when he comes, do you think that he's consciously thinking, okay, now I'm going to change the world, I have a plan, I need Sister Mohini, I need Daddy, I need this one. Do you think he's really consciously planning something, or he just manifests and everything happens automatically? Is he really planning something, do you feel, or is everything just automatic?
No, Baba says, no, I also have my part in drama. So Baba says that you all are actors and I am the director or I am the creator. So that part is in the soul. So when soul comes in Brahma Baba and soul starts speaking about what is the plan and what is his part, and he explains very clearly that I don't come in the, I don't leave body, take another body, cycle of birth, rebirth, but I have taken this body and I will only use mouth and eyes, I will give drishti to children, I will give knowledge through the mouth. So as the soul comes and soul's part reveals, same is God when he comes. So he doesn't come with a plan, but there is that part in the soul, supreme soul. So as soon as that supreme soul comes, he starts revealing, he starts speaking knowledge and start telling us about his project. Because today I was experiencing that how, the whole world in a way today is calling him for something or other. So really he must, billions of souls he is serving. But then sun is serving, moon is serving. So Baba is also serving. Air, water, all elements are serving the whole world. But then I just felt that how at this time he is with us only because, we are preparing, we are sapling, preparing for the new world, and this sapling has to change in the trunk. So especially with us, I just felt the presence so much that even if he is serving the whole world, but at this time Baba is with us and giving us light might, because we are very, very much aware that we are helpers and we have to use power of purity for Baba's task, or a karma yogi, So it's really interesting how he has a part recorded within, and he comes and start playing his part with us.
It is interesting. And if my questions are not very useful, you can tell me also. And sometimes I get into thinking, but
it's very interesting. Yeah, it's good to talk
And
about
the intention for me is to make sure I understand Baba more and make sure I understand properly. And when you say, like, yes, Baba has a part, but sometimes he tells us things like, you know, elements are asking me, when are you going to be pushing the button? The children ask me, when are you going to do it? And Baba says, I can do it anytime, but I'm waiting for you. So I'm wondering if he's joking, or if he's really consciously able to do things, or if it's just automatic. So in the same way he says, you know, the souls are in the sections in the soul world. I can push the button anytime, but you're not ready. I'm wondering sometimes if it's images that are a little bit poetic or metaphor, or really Baba as supreme can consciously trigger something. And when he came, do you think he knew that Brahma Baba will leave the body, then that the Gurus are? And now, do you think that he saw this already happening?
I think he knows everything. Like today, he was saying that the day child is born, you are born, and any one of us, he knew your specialties, and then the part which is given to you is according to that. So you might take time, few years to understand, oh, that's my role. But he knows. No, that's why I give example as the seed, as the creator, I know everyone's part, right? And then when he says, yes, I can do, that means what he can do is uh, touch anyone's intellect, but he won't do because he said, no, it will happen at the right time. And then, of course, he wants to encourage us to be ready for it, no? Because that's also part of his project, that to help us to be perfect. So he keep reminding us that it's only when your purity, your perfection will reach to certain stage, then destruction will happen. I can do it, but I won't do it. It's only you all have to be ready, and then it will happen. And you can see, it's so interesting to see. I remember that once Avek Babdada said, you all won't be able to travel. So I thought maybe there will be terrorism, there might be no planes, not knowing that a virus will keep whole world sitting in their homes and not travel. Like from India, they keep telling us, don't think of any plan. It's not good. Even after this, it's not going to be very, very clean. And so, but he won't tell exactly because he said, you will see it in drama. But every word he spoke is somewhere you can see that it's true that we are not able to travel. For what reason? That from Pandavaman, we have a meeting, management committee. They're telling Pandavaman Gyan Sarovar committee members to be on Zoom because you shouldn't come to Shantivan. There is curfew there. So what I'm saying that I feel that he will tell us, but then again, it's up to us, our stage, how we, deal with it, our karmic accounts. It's quite a lot, there. So yes, if he wants to do, but why will he do? I don't, I don't intervene. It's fixed in drama and it's our stage. So that is why lots is going to happen, like yesterday when I was interestingly going to certain regions and this experience of passing through the clouds, lot of clouds. And I really start thinking what kind of clouds will come now, where my intellect has to cross those clouds to reach certain region or to meet Baba. And, and so tomorrow when you will read Murli, I read today, Baba is talking about the smoke. There is a lot of smoke which we spread. We should spread blessings, not the smoke. Anyway, you all will read that tomorrow and connect also with certain things about these, what kind of clouds will be there, which I will have to cross, and then just going through the clouds to subtle regions. So
have
yes,
have you been sometimes asking him questions in such a region when you have chit chat to clarify sometimes or to understand better how Baba really works? Or?
I don't know if, sometimes I do, but like today, before going to subtle regions, this, I don't know how he responds or something, that how every child is special and has special part, and also is like my arm, very close. But how some, those who identify that, and they are so willing all the time to just, hand is lifted. That means they get the thought of service, of cooperation, and, I don't know, it's something very magical, but it's interesting more we observe Baba's versions, what Baba speaks, and what we see. I connect it very much these days. But also we have to, we have to work on not only ourselves, but also help others so that we all can travel together.
What's your feeling there? Maybe the last little question I have is, what's your feeling about, yes, Baba has a big, big task, but he loves the Brahmins, but of course he's concerned with each and every soul in the world. And we as the co-creators, the roots, what's your feeling towards the souls of all the other branches? How do you feel you're going to help Baba to reach those souls and give them what they need?
See what's going to happen, that there will be more and more calling out for God or distaste or even in a very destructive way, whatever it is. So what happens that soul will be moving towards the pull to be their original message or original self. That means again the purity, peace, love, which are eternal qualities of the soul, will emerge in them. So may not be deity qualities, but eternal qualities will emerge. So that is why we also have to think about that, but also keep spreading our eternal qualities in the world. And in the end, all the souls will have those kinds of, realization or feeling or maybe experience or inspiration that let me be in my original self. And that is why when they will go to the home, they will return home. They all are in purity, peace, even of their own degrees. But that's going to happen. That will be a big thing, when externally so much destructive things. But as the elements will start playing their part, so they will be thinking more about God and of their original self. That's what my opinion.
This is what you're seeing coming. It's going to be an interesting scene. At least, now we know that so many souls are living bodies, but there are not that many bodies available for them to enter. So I hope there's not too much fighting for who gets into which body and how do they get back in. I know there will be strange things happening. But the feeling I have maybe from what you're saying is maybe we shouldn't be more like Baba, not to think too much about what to do and what part to play. But if we are more ourselves in our high stage of purity, peace, and love, our part will be played naturally.
Yeah.
And that will serve others.
I just say that it be your in eternal self and remember Baba. Both are very, very important. And anytime I intellect, I just again become very still. What are my eternal qualities and let me remember Baba with that. And somewhere I find that I'm serving and Baba is using me to serve. And good for the self, and I think definitely for other souls also of the world. because I have to do the way Baba has told me to do, right? So we cannot just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Do it the way Baba is saying, and you will have many, many experiences and inspirations also.
Well, thank you for coming in the, I don't know what will be the look of the tree we're sitting on right now, but it was lovely to have a chit chat in the tree with you, and yeah, to feel the closeness to Baba as a seed, but also the part we're playing in the whole tree. So thank you for sharing and accepting to have chit chat in the tree.
No, in Delhi, at one of the center, one student went, and then, no, so sister used to say, lesson on soul finished, then God. She said, tomorrow, lesson is on the cycle. So, and then we'll be on tree. So this student got very nervous. He said, so I will have to be sitting on this cycle, that is bicycle, and I will get lesson. So he started kind of got nervous, and then he said, on the tree. So she will make me sit on the tree. And he never came back. You know, he was so scared. So when you start saying on the tree, I said, maybe that student, you know, after that, this teacher told all of them, don't say like this, because generally, no, they were very innocent. So they say, now tomorrow your lesson will be on cycle. So cycle, that cycle, right? And then she said, then we'll be on tree. So this brother never came back, you know. Uh-huh. And then she said, after that we'll be on ladder. So then he was like, oh, I will have to sit on the ladder and get my lesson, you know. And so it's very interesting. And same center, same sister. Okay, where is your chart? Everyone bring your chart. Tomorrow morning, I will look at your chart. But you know, sometimes we don't say R properly, chart. So there is something called chart. Chart means, you know, lot of fruits and vegetables with some seasoning. It's called chart. So next day he came with a whole bag full of vegetables and some masala, some seasoning, and say, where is your chart? I brought it, no, and gave the bag. So sometimes it does happen that some of the words can also be, but they enjoyed all the fruits, vegetable, all the sisters. Okay.
What has become to the center now? Has it become a museum, or what did you do with the center?
No, that center was very, very old one. It's still there, but it's the oldest center in Delhi.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Good night.
So next time we can try. Next time we'll be having chit chat on the ladder. So very nice.
Okay.
Om Shanti and good night.
Om Shanti. Good night.
Thank you very much. We had a good laugh. Brother Eric and Didi, it was very entertaining also, but also there were many, many deep aspects which we came to know. Thank you so much. And
Om Shanti, everyone. You all must be getting a lot of news about India, and many of you are sending some kind of contribution to see how we can help in global hospital. And this is really the time where our heart should open and we should think of why not do some charity and to help. So at least my heart constantly is saying that. So anyway, Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Good night.